Hey everyone, Mike here today with some thoughts here on Yakuza 3 Remastered, technically remastered. So this is the Game Pass version, and as with all my other videos here, I'm going to go ahead and do the Premium Adventure mode because, want to avoid spoilers. I will talk a little bit about the story in terms of general idea, but I'm not going to talk about any specifics. So, yeah, the reason at the beginning I say sort of kind of remastered. This is very much like a, I don't know, I guess HD texture pack, if that, on the PS3 version. So, if you're like me and you played through Yakuza 0, Kiwami 1 and 2, Kiwami 1 and 2 being proper remakes, this is a pretty big step backwards in terms of graphics and all that, because it's pretty much the original PS3 version. Which, I was kind of worried about this being a thing. And in fact, yeah, as expected, that's kind of what it was. So I just literally beat the game, 2 minutes ago. I started recording, did a quick test, and it sounds fine, hopefully. And yeah, just gonna hit some upgrades here, and we'll do a side mission or something, and wrap it up, I suppose. I don't know. This is probably the weaker game so far. Like, I was kind of worried that this being, like, pretty much PS3 but slightly nicer graphics. I was worried that was going to be a problem. It certainly doesn't help much. It's not terrible. If you play all the games back to back, obviously there's a little bit of an adjustment period getting into this game. But I don't know. There's some other stuff that I'm not crazy about either, which we'll talk about in a sec. But story, like I said, I'm not going to talk about any specifics here. Story-wise, this is a slow burn. I'd say it feels like the first third of the game, but really it's probably the first quarter of the game. It's pretty slow moving. It's very relaxed. It's different. I'm not necessarily opposed to it, but yeah, I found the beginning to be pretty long. Basically you're taking care of an orphanage. Right? That's the very first thing that happens. And you spend, like I said, the first quarter or so of the game taking care of that. And, there's stuff that happens, but the action takes a long while to build up and so on. So it's not terrible. It's different. But I guess the real question is, does it pay off? Even halfway mark, I'd say, even by that halfway mark, it definitely doesn't pay off. The final quarter of the game definitely got more interesting. And yeah, I think it's fine at that. So I suppose it's telling in terms of completion percentage. I only did 14.98% completion. So the story doesn't count as completion. It's all the side stuff. And, to be fair, I've played the other previous 3 games back to back to back, and then this one. So, some of the side stuff I don't care too much about it. But yeah, you could see some of the side stuff. I really didn't even touch a lot of them. I didn't even mod any weapons. I learned a couple moves through the Revelations thing. We'll see if we can maybe snatch one real quick. I didn't play any mini games, so a lot of stuff to do. Even a lot of the sub stories, I didn't do a whole lot. Just hopping back into, I see. Oh, well. Okay. I didn't do a whole lot. Turns out I've done 29 out of 39, so there isn't actually a whole lot to do. So that's not too bad. I doubt I'll be able to get one, but we'll just give her a quick try here. So the revelation is kind of a interesting mechanic. You take out your phone, film something that seems interesting. You basically take 3 pictures, do a blog post, and it's a weird thing. You're basically looking for something unusual, and you get hints to where they are through the email. So he'll usually point out, hey, go to this area. There might be something. Let's do a quick side story here. White cat. Mm-hmm. Looking for a cat. That didn't really give me a hint as to where said cat would be. But okay, that's kind of the gist of the side stuff. Oh, hey, there's a cat here. That does not seem like the right one. Okay, so they're probably going to be all close by. So anyways, yeah, story... The ending part was definitely more interesting. The more I think about it, especially thinking about the previous games, Zero is a real good game. Like, I really enjoyed that one. Kiwami 1 and 2 are pretty solid as well. And that's kind of the advantage you get, right? Kiwami 1 and 2 are still based on the original game, being Yakuza 1 and 2, whereas 0 is kind of a new thing. So they can definitely build it up and go crazy. Obviously, they've touched up Kiwami as well, as far as I know, and did some neat stuff to those games. But, yeah, I've gone too far. Gone too far, but trying to see if we can maybe pull out some... Nope. Let's not get into a battle here. Oh, he's still following me. But yeah, with that out of the way, gameplay. So you saw me do some upgrades earlier. The upgrade system in this game is like super basic. I'm not super crazy about it. Right? It's usually it's choose one of 2 options, right? Increase a gauge or learn something new. As far as I know, they're kind of independent of each other. So it's not like, hey, if I do my health, or heat gauge in this case, I'm not going to learn this ability. They both seem to be, separate branches you can choose between. As far as I can tell, that seems to be the case. So it's kind of a weird system because I don't really, well, I guess, I don't know, abilities. Look. Oh, yeah. So I guess that's what it is. I can increase this for every level, or I can choose some of these other ones. So if I choose to increase heat gauge, for instance, presumably I won't be able to do an ability. Is there one that's not linear? Essence, maybe? No, I could have sworn. Oh, maybe. Huh. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure how it works, but that's kind of how it feels like it works. Anyways, the point I was getting there is that, yeah, that system's interesting, I suppose, but not great. I don't tend to spend... I look at everything available, and you're just kind of going down the list and upgrading stuff as you go. And it's tough to know what you should do just because Did I see a shiny thing? I did. It's tough to figure out what you want to upgrade because you don't really know what the whole path is, right? So you can't necessarily build up to something. Oh, I didn't even see that cat. Yeah. Beyond that, combat in this game is strange. It's something I've talked about in some of the other Yakuza games in the past. The Kiwami 2 was kind of the good one for me. I liked how I don't know, Kiwami 1. Kiwami 2 kind of took a step backwards. And I feel like this game as well is this really, really simple combat where I'm doing the same kind of 3-4 button combo constantly. It's not terrible, I guess, but it doesn't feel very satisfying with combat being that way. Again, the other two games are remakes, so they probably improved some stuff, whereas this one, it's very much the original game, right? So I'm sure 4 and 5 will be better. The one issue I've had is there's a lot of like blocking, especially, so battles can feel pretty much a lot of like kind of you go in, you peck the guy, you back out, go in, peck him once, back out, like a lot of that stuff. You know, it is what it is, I suppose. Arguably familiar man. In other words, this is going to be the same guy we saw in one of the previous games when we had a mission here. And we're probably going to wind up beating him like we did in the previous game. Hey. So, yeah, I guess all in all, still a decent game. You know, the graphics and the older, clunky feel of it definitely didn't contribute in a positive way. I wouldn't say it necessarily took a lot away from the game, but, you know, it's no Kiwami, right? So there's that as well. So it's definitely a big step down if you're doing like I'm doing, you're playing them all sequentially for the first time. It is a little jarring going into this game, for sure. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Then we'll wrap it up there. I'm probably not going to be able to do it, but it's worth a try. Oh, God. Probably won't be able to do it. And I did it. It was 53, so 7 seconds in. Awesome. That was pretty easy. So yeah, with that said, this is a Game Pass game. So if you have Game Pass, both PC and Xbox, all of the, or most of the franchises available, not the newest one, but the entire Kiryu story, which is Yakuza 0 up to 6. 7's not on here. Would I say skip this game? Not sure I'd say to skip this game. Oh, you know what? I might have an idea where the cat is. With the Italian flag as the pattern to look for. We'll see if we can find it. Anyways, yeah, it's kind of tough because on one hand, I think they do a reasonable job. Definitely Kiwami 1 and 2 I felt like they did a decent job kind of explaining some of the stuff. So, you know, you could definitely skip one of those games, but those were good. So, you know, 0, Kiwami 1 and 2, I wouldn't say it'd be worth skipping anything. Depending where 4 goes, it's tough to say, right? So, I'll be firing that up next. Trying to get through these games as quickly as possible. You know, if you're a regular to this channel, you'll know about my famous Steam backlog. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Despite spending all this time, I definitely still make a lot of mistakes hitting the wrong face button with a Xbox controller. It is what it is. The PlayStation controller has been hardwired to my brain for 20 plus years. Well, yeah, 1999, so over 20 years. I fight this guy. See if I can get to where I think that cat might be. I'd be happy if it is actually there, but I kind of doubt it. I don't know. Could be. Yeah, having actually played through this, it is jarring at first, but I don't think it's that bad going through these older graphics. Like I said, it is different and jarring, like the way all the movement and stuff works, and some of the speeds and whatnot. Yeah, I know in the previous videos I also talked about performance issues. This game might have some slight stutteriness here and there. I think that's the recording, maybe, if you notice any of that. I don't know. Having said that, oh, this is probably an opportunity, because this is someone doing something specific. Yeah, I need to back out. Everything about this is so silly. I gotta hit the right button. Something's about to happen. Oh no. Speaking of the wrong face buttons. Oh my goodness. I screwed that up twice. So I'm probably not gonna get the I actually don't know what's gonna happen. Normally I get all 3. It's probably gonna say nothing's gonna happen. Yeah, enough. I didn't even get a chance to do anything. And so this is one of those things where if I just walk around the corner, I can probably redo it. For the sake of this video, why the heck not? You know, I tend to drag these things on much longer than they need to be. So let's try and do that. Okay, first time I step into one of these, I should force a nice little reload. The best / worst part is I'm not even guaranteed to get it, because I have 3 different captions you're supposed to choose from. Pretty happy I actually managed to get. Well, we'll see if I can get it this time. Oh, jeez. It is the same button every time. Okay. So again, I'm not gonna get it. But basically, this is what happens. You get to put in one of 3 captions. You gotta kind of choose a caption that seems the most character-related one. Because again, if you don't get the right caption, you don't get anything. And in doing so, you get to learn a move or an ability of sorts. So, yeah, that's Yakuza 3, I suppose. Went on a bit longer than expected. I think it was worth it. Oh, hey, welcome to our distracted. I can't give it anything to distract it, I don't think. I don't think that's gonna work. Yeah. Looking at the store to tell me there's catnip, I could probably buy. Get that cat to follow me. There we go. There is the solution. Of course, I've had to use it before, so that's why they'd have such an item in the game. Yeah, anyways, like I was saying, it's still a good game. Is it one to skip? Time will tell. I'll obviously be playing through 4, 5, and 6. And I think with 6, I'll probably recap the whole series while I'm at it, because, you know, if you've watched the other videos so far, you kind of know what to expect. This is the kind of game that it is. But it'll be nice to play through the newer games and get back to those really nice graphics that I've come used to seeing. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.